And what about someone come up to me earlier and said about cyber insurance,
Okay.
and it's like, okay, I've got cyber insurance, but we don't pen test. And I was like, oh, okay. Would your cyber insurance cover that if you're not pen testing your users?
First of all, I would say not every client needs a pen test.
Okay.
It's a great thing to do if you've got the budget and it depends where your areas of operation are and where the relevance are. Cyber insurance is a bit of a funny thing. Post-COVID, premiums went up 70%.
Right.
I went to the head office of one of the largest brokers for cyber insurance in the UK, in the city, a while ago, and from the horse's mouth said to me, we discard 60% of applications because we've got so much coming through, and the parameters to actually achieve insurance are so tight. We discard the lowest ones we're not going to get insurance for.
Wow.
So, but also premiums have gone up ridiculously. So cyber insurance is an important thing to have. A lot of companies are choosing to self-insure now because of the sheer rise in premium.
Yeah.
Insurance needs to be of a benefit. You know, you need insurance because something may happen. But if you're mitigating the risk of that thing happening, self-insurance becomes more of a thing. And when I say self-insurance, I mean people are saying, actually, if it's going to cost us £25,000 for a policy to insure our business, that's more than we spend on IT. Or that's, you know, you've got to be realistic about things. So let's just invest in making sure we can mitigate the risks that we're insuring against by doing X, by educating our users and investing in this or investing in this other. Insurance is still an important thing, but it's not right for every client. But within Overwatch, if anyone's done a cyber insurance policy recently, you know it's like when you go to the garden centre and you buy that book that your dad's got to fill in for your kids, so that when they pass, you've got all this history. They want everything. They need to know everything, and the questions are sometimes quite taxing. And we spend a lot of time helping clients answer them. So within Overwatch, not only do you have a copy of your policy, so in the event of an issue, you've then got it on hand to be able to deal with. But we've also got all that sort of subset of questions so that when it comes to taking out a new policy of a new provider, it's all there ready to go, and you've got that. But the idea being ease of access, ease of use, but also with the combined elements within Cyber Overwatch, your insurance premium should actually be a lot cheaper because you're presenting a lot less risk. So you're not then affected by that 70% increase.
Yeah.
And that's the idea behind the cyber insurance piece. It's a seemingly quite a small element.
Massively, but I mean, I was reading something, I think it was a couple of weeks ago, but there's a stat that came out that 80% of businesses close down within 6 months of being hacked.
Yeah, and that is an unfortunate truth. Yeah,
because people don't realise.
Yeah, and they tend to be professional services companies where you're an accountancy firm, your entire client database is in there, all your data's there. And how do you then recover, starting from scratch? With all those, your clients lose faith in you. Professional services firms, you can get and lose clients quite quickly, unfortunately. So it's an unfortunate truth, that statistic. But it's not.
It's just kind of hit home. Look, are people aware of being protected? Because some businesses are small, they haven't got they don't want the cost implications associated with being cyber secure. Yeah. And that stat stuck out for me because there's a lot of
For a long time, when we first started this business, 100% of our clients were people who'd had an incident happen which made them appreciate the cyber protection that goes in place. And obviously that's changed as we've got bigger and moved on, but it's an unfortunate fact.
Yeah, it's horrible.
And they're indiscriminate. We now don't just have criminal gangs targeting, we've got nation states because of conflicts around the world, and then you have hacktivism and all sorts of things trying to disrupt a country's benefits.
Yeah.
So, Cyber Overwatch can do so much.
It can.